You have to say it out loud. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Here.
Yes, just thank you.
I can't say I seen him. I heard him in there.
Okay, when you say you heard him, what did you mean?
Heard him singing every morning.
Okay, you heard him singing. What kind of things did you hear him sing?
Gospel music, Drake.
And your door is directly across the hall from where Mr. Jones' apartment was, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And so in the mornings, were you inside of your apartment when you heard Mr. Jones singing or outside of your apartment?
I'll probably hear him when I come out, lock my door. I'll hear him.
Okay. So from in the hallway, you can hear his activities inside his apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? You have to say it out loud. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Got on prettier, didn't I? Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. Please have a seat. Do you recall that I previously swore you under oath?
Yes, ma'am.
You're still under oath to tell the truth, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Please state your name for the record.
Joshua Brown.
And is that common spelling?
Joshua-Brown.
Joshua, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you originally from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And when did you move to Texas?
2008.
Did you graduate high school?
Yes, ma'am.
What high school did you graduate from?
Crossroads.
Did you attend college?
Yes, ma'am.
And what college did you attend?
South Florida.
And what was your primary studies in?
Interdisciplinary science.
How many years of college did you complete?
4 years.
Okay. And what did you do once you graduated?
Continued to train and try to play football, and ended up picking up a job. After I graduated college, I started doing roofing. So I was a roofing contractor for a few years.
And what kind of work do you do now?
I try to run in my own business. I manage Airbnbs, and that's about it right now. I manage like 4 Airbnbs, 2 in LA, 1 in Atlanta. I'm trying to get 1 in Dallas now, so that'll be the 4th one. That's what I do now.
And Joshua, you've had some issues in the past with police officers in the criminal justice system, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in 2011, you had a misdemeanor theft conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in 2016, you had a possession of controlled substance conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
That was state jail felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want to direct your attention to September 6th, 2018.
Okay.
Where were you residing at the time?
Southside Flats,
What was your apartment number?
1437.
Earlier that day, did you get a visit from the leasing office?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell the court about that?
The leasing people came, knocked on our doors, and it was like they had a noise complaint. It was around like 2 p.m. It was kind of odd because there wasn't no noise.
Okay, and you say our doors. When you say our, who are you referring to?
Both the door. They came and knocked on me and Bo's door, and just that's how I actually met him, because he came out the door.
Okay. And that was on the day of September 6, 2018 at about 2 something in the afternoon?
Yeah, around like 1 or 2.
Okay. And you said it was for a purpose of a noise complaint, but there was no noise?
Right.
Okay. And that was your first time meeting Botham John?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did y'all have a conversation that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did y'all talk about?
Basically how me and Bo were both smoking weed, and we kind of knew that it was coming to our door because of maybe the scent of the weed.
Okay. And can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, where was your apartment in relation to Mr. John's apartment?
So if my apartment was right here, I could reach over. You know, Bo's apartment was probably like directly across from mine.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Yes.
Now, Joshua, I'm showing you what's been marked and admitted as State's Exhibit 34B. Do you see your apartment on this location?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you said what was your apartment number?
1437.
Okay. And so your apartment would have been directly across from Mr. Jones' apartment in 1478?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you said had a brief conversation. After that interaction, did you, I guess, leave the apartment?
Yeah. No, I went back inside and played the game, and then that was about it. I left later on that night.
What was the purpose of you leaving later on that night?
To go watch a football game
And where did you watch that at?
at Bombshells.
And because this particular day was kickoff season to the NFL, correct?
Yeah, the Falcons were playing, probably like a Thursday night game. Started NFL season, yeah.
And you remember the Falcons playing?
Yeah, I think the Falcons and the Eagles were playing, I believe so.
Did you have any particular interest in any of those games?
Yeah, I know my cousin plays safety for the Falcons, and a friend of mine plays for the Eagles, so I just wanted to make sure I was there to watch the game.
Okay. And where did you watch the game at?
At Bombshells,
And where's that located?
like off 35.
It's like 35 at Empire Central, up in that area?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get to and from the game, Bombshells?
I took a lift. I knew I'd be having a few drinks, so I took a lift there and back.
When you returned to Southside Flats that evening, did you watch the entire game?
Nah, I left. No, ma'am. I left at halftime.
When you returned to Southside Flats that evening via lift, which way did you enter?
Through the elevator.
Okay. Was that the main elevator in the middle of the complex?
The elevator in the garage, in the parking garage.
May I approach you on?
Yes.
Y'all will now move to,
Of course.
May the witness step down, Your Honor?
Yes.
Joshua, step down for a second.
did you end up with the marshal?
Yes, sir. Is that better? Okay. And Joshua, I'm going to have you stand to the side, kind of like Donna White here, so they can see what we're doing, okay? Now, you say you entered to the parking garage. Does this look like a layout of the apartment complex, the Southside Flats? Can you orientate yourself?
This would be the front. You have to come out from the mall, just keep coming at the back.
Okay. And based on this diagram, State's Exhibit 34A, do you recognize where your apartment is located?
Yeah, right
Mr. Brown, can you please raise your voice?
here. Yes, ma'am. It's right here to the top.
Okay. Indicating 1437.
37.
Okay. Now, you said you came up through the parking garage and got off the elevator. Where does that elevator drop you off at?
I'll park it right here.
This is the elevator?
Yeah, this would be the elevator. And this would probably be where I come out at.
I'm sorry, sir. She can't hear me. She'll take you down.
This would be the elevator, and this would be the hallway where I walk to my door.
Okay. So when you started to come down this main hallway, what do you hear?
When I get about right here.
And is that where the two hallways meet to make the turn?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
When I get about right here, it's kind of when I hear like what I would describe as two people meeting each other on a surprise. So I'm assuming, the door's open and two people meet, and then I hear the two gunshots go off.
Okay, so let's stop there for a second. You said when you get to the conjunction between the two hallways, you hear what sounds like two people meeting by surprise. Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And what made you think that it was two people meeting by surprise?
Cause I couldn't make out what either one of them was saying. I couldn't tell y'all today that what either one of them was saying. It was like, it wasn't English, so, but I just knew it was two people meeting, two human beings meeting. So, I mean, that's the only way I could describe it.
Okay, was it two separate voices?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell if one of the voices was giving loud commands like stop, police, or anything of that nature?
Yeah, but no, that wasn't what they were saying.
That's not what you heard?
No.
Okay. However, you say you didn't hear exactly what you heard.
No, I can't say I heard any type of words that I can make out.
Okay. Once you, in that conjunction between the two hallways, and hear the voices and the pop, how soon after the voices did you hear the sounds of gunshots?
Right after.
Right after?
Right after.
It was
right after.
quick?
Quick.
And the two gunshots you heard, were they quick?
They were quick.
Okay. What did you do when you heard the two gunshots?
I ran back out of here.
Okay. Fair enough. And so you ran back out toward the elevator area?
Right here, because I can see my door from right here. So I ran here, about right here, to look and see if I could see somebody in my apartment.
Okay, because this courtyard is open air courtyard, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can see directly across.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're looking to see if someone is in your apartment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how long did you stay in this particular area of the garage?
I seen a guy come out. I seen other people come out of the area, and I asked them, with those gunshots that I heard, they all said yes. So probably like within 2 minutes, I put it in my head, like I still got my dog in my room. So I went back, walked back over there.
Okay, so you start walking back towards your apartment down the same corridor. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then did you make the corner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once you made the corner, did you observe anybody in the immediate area of your apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did it look like there was any disruption in this immediate area of your apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you proceed on to into your apartment at 1437?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You may take your seat. So Joshua, when you get into your apartment, what was the next thing you did?
The first thing I did was just checked on my dog, make sure everything was straight, and honestly, I went over the balcony and kind of like turned my game on and went off the balcony.
Okay, and when you went over to the balcony, did you see anything when you looked outside the balcony?
I seen like, it took a minute, but then I seen her come out.
And when you say her, you pointed over towards the defense table.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you see the defendant, Amber Geyer, come out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What did you observe her doing?
Just on the phone.
Okay. And were you on your balcony looking out the balcony door, or were you looking out a window?
I was looking at the balcony, and then I went to the window.
And you see her on the phone. Can you describe her demeanor?
She was crying, explaining what happened, what she thought happened, saying she came into the wrong apartment, and that was about it.
Do you recall, Joshua, how long